Here we go, Andrew Howe from Oklahoma versus Matt Brown, Penn State.
Andrew Howe's going to be a good one. He was NCAA champ 2 years ago, took last year off, to wrestle for the Olympic team. Didn't quite make it, but he was right in the mix. And he's a beast. He comes after you, and Brown does too. This is going to be a good one. Neither of them will back off. Brown is good, extremely strong. He wants to take you on your feet. He'll cut you loose, won't try to ride you. He can get off the bottom pretty good. Howe's good in all three positions, and neither are going to back up. They're feeling each other right now, but this is going to be 6-4 before the first period's over, I bet.
Well, you know what? You got Brown. He's an NCAA runner-up. You got Howe, who's a national champion. Beautiful, nice high crotch. Let's see if he can finish on Brown. A nice mat return for two. But, Andrew Howe is just a beast, and that's not to take anything away from Matt Brown. Loses to Jordan Burroughs, takes him to literally all the way, loses close to Burroughs, and then loses in overtime to Kyle Dake in this year's World Team Trials. So Andrew Howe is one of those top-tier guys internationally as well as collegiately.
Unfortunately, in America, we have about 5 guys in the same weight class. All of them could win the World Championships.
We were speaking about that earlier.
Howe, Taylor.
Yeah.
Who else we got in there?
74 too. 74 is a perfect weight for Howe. I know when he got down to the World Team Trials, he just really looked really lean, and I mean overly lean, not even healthy lean. So this is, I think, a real good weight for him, a comfortable weight for him. 2-1 with 1:30 left in the first period.
Give you an idea how good Howe is. Brown does not back up to anybody from Penn State. He is a beast, and he's been spending the whole time with his back on the edge. Howe's been pushing him around, and Brown doesn't want to back up, and he's just coming after him.
It's funny when you tie up with a guy like an Andrew Howe. I mean, and you're used to being the guy backing someone up. You're used to being the bully on the block, and you get backed up. It's got to play a little bit, Wade, on your mind, doesn't it?
I'm a close friend of Steve Fittery, and Steve wrestled Brown last year, and he says, I've wrestled a lot of, from the David Taylors, I've wrestled Dake. He says, the strongest human I've ever touched is Matt Brown. He thought Matt was the strongest guy he had ever touched in his weight class, and you're seeing that, but Howe's pushing him around, so that might say something for Howe.
He's just overpowering Howe. He gets in there, he gets in your face, he does a lot of things. He almost takes you out of your game, because when you feel him, he's such a strong wrestler. And he has the intensity level is at an all-time high when you get out there against a guy like Andrew Howe.
Well, right now there's a lot of hand fighting, arm fighting in there, just trying to keep control and trying to get in the inside tie, inside position to get ready for a shot. And every time you get into inside tie, the other guy readjusts before you get a shot off.
Here we come into the close of the first period, 2-1. Andrew Howe over Matt Brown from Penn State.
Matt's getting frustrated. You can see he looked over Sanderson a second ago, because Howe keeps on tying him up and frustrating him. He's not getting a clean shot off. Brown's in the bottom. I tried to get a little bit of a jump there. Very good call by Sanderson. He said, turn, kick, get out of bounds, or
don't want to waste much time out there.
No, yes. He
don't
saved a
wanna
lot of time on the clock.
And riding time. You want to get out of bounds and get a fresh start if you can, without obviously making it look bad or giving the appearance that you're stalling. But I'll tell you, Matt Brown is really fighting here, and he's he's working hard out there. Got to use a nice little mat return here. You don't want Howe to get, if you're Howe, you do not want to get caught with exactly what I was just going to say.
So was
Get
I.
that caution.
I'm saying his hand was going to go up here in a second. Boy,
you know what? Now, if you're Howe, you got to get those 12 seconds now. You have to get at least 15 seconds to get that 1 point because now it'll be worth the caution. Nice one mat return here. He's got advantage. He's got riding time here. But you'd like to take 4 or 5 seconds to give you that in the third period. Now, Howe has to be very, very careful here, Wade, because if he gets banged again, he's going to give away that point he just got with that riding time.
Yes, absolutely. Howe's putting his, Brown keeps putting his hands down on the mat to make Howe break his lock, trying to catch his hands unlocked. You know, sometimes referees look at that as you're trying to draw a foul, and they'll penalize you for doing that.
You got 53 seconds. You know what? You could see
he's going to have to cut him. He's going to get called.
Okay. Yep, and you know what? He just gave it back.
I said he's got to cut him loose.
Howe looks, just before you said that, Howe looks a little tired here.
Well, again, Brown is extremely strong, and he's taking a lot of horsepower to hold him down.
.35 seconds left in the second period, 2-2. But Howe does have riding time, so it is 3-2.
Howe's got to ride him out. He can't afford to cut him, but if he stays down on that ankle, he's going to get dinged again.
I feel that was a good call.
Absolutely.
You have Matt Brown pushing on his head. He can't improve. A lot of people want to see a caution in that position, but I think the referee made a good call in there.
Well, the call he made was the referee who said, Howe, I'm going to give you one here. The next time you do that, it's going to cost you one. Watch this. The warning was sent there. As a good wrestler, you hear the language of the referee just by on that stalling call or the stalemate call. If he doesn't get him down, yep.
He's giving this match away on stalling with 4 seconds left in the period. It's 3-2 advantage. He just really, basically, it's a tie match now.
This is what we were talking about earlier. Howe will not make this mistake the next time they wrestle. He won't, he's not going to get called twice. He will review the tapes. He'll see what he did, and he won't let that happen again. So that's what's good about this particular match for Howe.
Well, the good thing is he is guaranteed with that kind of riding time. He is guaranteed at least that 1 point. So. Brown, a 3-time Utah state champion, and Howe, a 3-time Indiana state champion, gets right out on Brown. And here we go, 1:45 left in this match, Wade. In a match like this, a tight match, guys evenly placed right here. Who's got the advantage here?
Well, I think Howe does at this point. He's been the aggressor. He's been doing the pushing. They both are sweating, a great deal. They're a little they're on a lot on the slippery side right now. So, the shots have to be crisper. But you can use the slipperiness to slide by a guy to get in on him. But, you might want to hit a high crotch or double where you got some material to get a hold of, because when you get down on the legs and there's nothing but sweat, it's hard to hang on to it. At this point, you got plenty of time. It's minute 10.
Keep in mind now, Andrew Howe has 3 stalling warnings on it. 3.
That's where I would be going if I was Brown at this point, but he doesn't seem to be doing that. If I can't take, there's 2 ways of scoring. I'm either going to take you down and score, or I'm going to get you called for stalling. And if I know I can't take you down, maybe he's there right now. Brown's frustrated because he can't get in on Howe, and he's going to have to push Howe and make Howe look bad in the eyes of the referee and tie this up. So 2 ways of scoring: take him down or get him called for stalling. And if you know you can't take him down and you've tried your best, then you're just going to have to pummel, take half shots, get the referee on Howe's backside, and see if you can get that stalling call and take it into overtime.
Well, right now you got just under 30 seconds left. 3-3. Howe is up 4-3 with the riding time, but he does have a caution. So he's got to move. Howe has to take, I would like to see a half shot from Howe.
Brown doesn't have a shot so far. We haven't seen a shot from him. He's dropped down. He's taken a couple of average shots, but You know, and Howe's not going to take advantage. He's going to stay close, push him out of bounds. There will be a lot taken back from both of these wrestlers for the next time they have to wrestle and what they're going to do.
3 seconds left in the match. Nice little try on a go behind. But you know what? Here, I mean, you know, Matt Brown, you know, of course you don't want to lose matches, but Matt Brown has to go back right now to State College thinking, you know what, I know how to beat this guy and I'm not going to lose to him